is holding his ground. He's trying to spot the members. He does get a small peek of them. They're getting tagged heavily. GS0ne only going to take one more shot to get him down.
Subslayer's coming in a little bit late here, but he will provide a bit more backup. Maybe even try and provide some cover for Benchu, but it's risky here. Joshy's still alive. Luca just is actually crawling towards Joshy here. I don't know, maybe he's waving the white flag.
Maybe waving the white flag, or just getting into a position where Joshy can't really execute him, hoping that his team can make a play and make it soon if he wants to stay alive.
CPT taking some damage at about half health. Luca will die shortly. He's also possibly giving some sort of position away from Joshy. Obviously, they know where he is. Attained Mind's committed to this. Hasn't been working out for them. Grenade. Oh, God, V takes out Subslayer. The solo king himself is now down. Not out yet, but he is down. CPT moving up.
Edging. Frags are still raining out. So Godv and GS0ne still holding and making sure that they can provide some cover. Smoke coming out. CPT, he's got the flank.
Godv, though, taking a lot of damage from Joshy. And as you said, CPT is moving up with the flank. We'll get the knockdown onto Benchu. That just means Joshy's the last one standing now for Tainted Minds. 3rickst0ne are managing this. They're making it happen. Double kill. It's only Joshy's going to die as well. Tainted Minds are out. 3rickst0ne. They lose a member, but they get the squad wipe and they come out on top. And it's a warning for all the other teams. Don't try and fight 3rickst0ne.
Don't you dare mess with us. And GS0ne as well. The double headshot coming out so early with that Kar 98 gave his team the pressure that they needed to bring back the fight against Tainted Minds. I'd feel so disappointed for the boys. As I was saying, it's going to be one game that helps. But that circle is now quite far. There are a lot of meds and supplies that have been looted up, but they got to start getting in there.
And as that circle was just shown before, there was pretty much open field space on the south end of that circle. So for 3rickst0ne, they're just going to be able to walk into the circle and say, hi guys, we're a bit late, but we're coming. And obviously the four kills, it's 100 points in the back pocket. They did lose one member, so they've only got the 3, but 3rickst0ne has shown that they're perfectly capable, even if it's 3 angry men instead.
Love what you did there. As I said, they're consolidating their loot before they come on in. The play zone won't be chunking them too much. And as I said, we've got some meds off the Tainted Minds lads. Alrighty.
3 as well.
1 minute till this next circle starts to close in.
Cruz for MSK. A little bit of pressure on him, but he's well and truly safe here, and he's got quite a few medical supplies to keep him going. It's just for Tainted Minds. It was also great yesterday in the solos, but today it hasn't been their day. It was a great play, and it was worth it to try and take that down. They could have secured 4 points, taken out 3rickst0ne as well, but a catch up just didn't work out.
Just that luck factor coming out right there because of that sniper, that long range that GS0ne could have, and then also to just get the headshots consecutively. That's just so much pressure, as I said, brought out. If it was an assault rifle, I don't think he would have had the same kind of impact. It would have been there, but it's something else, right? You don't know.
Well, not much else you can do, but wait out the red zone. Pathogen 0 kills, 69 alive, so obviously only Tainted Minds coming out of that crate, and that's probably the worst crate of the day.
It's a little bit disappointing, yes. Pathogen, they hear a vehicle in the distance, so willing to go and investigate. Constantly panning, using that camera, trying to spot them out.
Decent position to hold. Lots of little ridges. You've got the cliffs, and there's also the yellows houses as well, just behind them. So, but they do know Shufu is up there on the higher end of that cliff, and obviously, you know, that circle, pretty much the Stalba, Yasnaya region, and the Yasnaya fields resolves. And Shufu's just going to leave the area. He's going to vacate, and he's going to go right into Greyhound Gaming on a silver platter.
Trying to finish off that kill. Actually receiving a little bit of damage now.
Yeah, they're getting shot at.
That would be Sunwoo that's trying to shoot the Thai team.
And they've got their own little makeshift fortress at the moment with their vehicles. And obviously they know that they're completely safe from behind. So OMG coming in from the right-hand side of the map. Atletico trying to shoot at them as well. As Tommy Cruz gets a knockdown onto Barrel. Floyd Mate was also able to get a knockdown onto Ivy. Tommy Cruz pressuring SuperStar, which is pretty helpful.
Yep, it helps them out a lot because Greyhound, they were pinned, taking a little bit of receiving fire. So give them a sigh of relief. They're saying, thanks, MSK.
So 66 alive, and you know, it started out really slow. It's slowly picking up now. 16 minutes gone. That blue zone is pretty much hitting the edge of the circle. There's one more shot. Oh boy.
He's trying. He finally gets it. Bullet L knocks out Lee 99. Patience and persistence pays off here. Zoid made as well, going for the long shot with the Car 98 in the 8 time. Look at how far he needs to compensate. The long shot that he's trying to take.
Not quite able to manage it just yet, but it looks like Lee 99 should be able to get revived here, and he will from Bluff. So for JDG, they'll get him back up. Red zone on top of ZT right now, as well as QM, Osiris, and of course JDG. And look at 4AM down the bottom, completely by themselves. Only creation of 5 peaks really the closest near them. Atletico no kills yet.
I would say 4AM have had to change up their tactics a little bit because they came so late in the zone. They're happy to just wait a little bit and start to play the outskirts.
OMG with lots of Atletico. Be careful in the buggy. Get away. Whoa, he's going with the wheelie. And it works, Heifer. Putting on a bit of a show for OMG, and he's able to escape.
Just having a bit of a laugh. Such an Australian thing to do, to pop a wheelie.
Well, Atletico make it into the zone. They're going to start to make their way up the Starboard Hill. 30 seconds until that blue zone. 4AM are now pretty much rotating back where Atletico were, so they're quite a while behind them, but they're essentially going through the same path. You can see them on the right side, essentially doing the same thing. They're eventually now going to go past OMG as well. Let's see if they are able to manage coming unscathed.
Vehicle explosion outside. Lestra is pretty much the only one there. Couple of vehicle explosions.
Nagahari's blown himself up as well. Price of Fury as Luke 12 getting this spot. Oh, and unfortunately, he's walked into some damage as well. Saviour with the kill onto Elstra. And Luke 12 has no idea where he's getting shot from. It might be from Wufang, and it is. He spotted him.
Look at Luke trying to do a quick scope. Now repositions, wants to bandage on up. There's a vehicle nearby.
Uh-oh. Luke 12's in a bit of trouble here. If he spots him on that cliff. Gonna walk right up to him. He gets knocked down anyway from Wufang. So the long-range shot from Wufang. They would obviously know where he was anyway. Communication. I'll finish him off. So again, for Osiris, it's just not going well here after the decent start to the first 2 games.
And there's Luke being executed now by Wufang, taking out that kill. QM, they've now taken over this hillside, giving themselves a nice vantage point.
4AM getting pretty close to Atletico, actually. So the final 3 members there for Osiris. Only 2 teams have died so far. Creation of 5 peaks and Tainted Minds, the first 2 out. TNC 5 peaks only has the 1 player left.
With Yasnaya still in play within the zone. Bit of open walk. Lee, he received so much receiving fire as trying to pick up.
Yeah, and already lost his teammate in Bluff, so for JDG, this could be a very early finish. Not considering where they're at. He gets the knockdown onto Kazil, though. Run right into him. And Joey has to be careful.
Cooking that grenade.
Throws the nade out.
It does not connect. Lee's biding his time. He's trying to play patiently. Jatsu trying to go for the flag. Doesn't know that he's there.
Flanking JD. He gets Jatsu. But he dies eventually. At least puts a bit of pressure onto Descendant of 5 peaks because Joey, he's just going to leave them all behind. He's not going to soak the damage. Joey says, goodbye, you were all dead. Sorry, I'm on my own.
They're all gone for me. JD Gaming also eliminated with that. He's trying to outrun
I find that bizarre. Surely he could have got at least 1.
No, it would have been too hard, unless he had the meds
It's
for
only
it.
the 3rd place, unless he's got
Once
0
it connects,
meds.
once that zone connects, it will start to chunk.
Well,
at the moment, it's not going to be doing too much, but maybe he could have revived 1. I don't know. It was up to him. He had to make the snap decision, and he opted to leave him.
And those kills will now go to JDG. You can see them popping up on the kill feed. 1, 2, then 1 more will probably come as well for Lee. So, well, it's nice when you can get some kills from the dead.
Absolutely. No one's going to be complaining with that one. Now switching to the face, and they're bumping elbows with CT.
Other teams in the zone at the moment. 40 seconds until the blue zone's going to move in again. M-Cyber with the knockdown onto ZT's smiley face. Rascal spotted Fallen, and ZT starting to drop members rapidly.
With this new circle as well, there's going to be no real buildings in place. It's going to be really hillside.
Absolutely no cover. Distant circle. Smiles down. Knockdown. Shibbies. Finish him off now.
Look at
A
that.
couple of shots. Oh, he's on so low health, and he's going to get knocked down.
Chippy goes down.
From the face, gaming.
And then he gets taken out. K2 White.
Just finish off. Get the kills. Fox
No.
was in it a little bit too late, though. Nice
He gets
knockdown.
taken out by Rosseted. You can see how many teams have now converged around this area.
Rascal, though, unfortunately. It is absolute bloodbath right now.
Rosseted does not care.
And Rosseted just keeps moving up. He's got 5 kills, 8 in total now for M-Cyber. Wow.
He just did not care. He saw them and he's like, I'm going to take this fight. And it was so risky pushing on up. He didn't have that cover. You could bet that they were trying to peek, but he just relied on the pressure from all the teammates being down. And that is the face gaming being eliminated.
Well, Rosseted and Yankee2 off close to ball bags from ZT, who is the last alive for the New Zealanders. Is he going to be able to hold on, or maybe get some revenge? Some redemption kills here onto the M-Cyber players, who 8 kills in total for that team. And considering where they placed last game, they're a team that could rise up the standings. M24, level 3 backpack and a scope.
It's going to be outside the zone, though. No team can bother trying to loot that unless they do it quick, because that circle's going to be closing on in.
So mine close to 4 AM. Have they spotted each other yet? Atletico's a little bit higher north from them as well in the current circle. That blue zone is starting to move in. God, close to the warehouse. Sparker has spotted them.
Yep, he has. And he'll be relaying that information to his team. 4 members alive on mine.
Leander coming in.
3 members on 4 AM. Leander taking so much damage.
Yeah, they got nowhere to go, and say goodbye to TNC 5 Peaks.
Just adding to the kill count. 5 now.
Oh, God. Taking some damage. He's going to have to get back to the safety and heal up, so he'll be fine for now. Now 4 AM, no. Let it go, spotted outside. Nepal with a long one. He kills Yep. Zidon with the knockdown. The Yankee 2 off. And now Eppa as well. Takes down Yankee 2 off. Completes it. Rosseted dead. And there it finished. M-Cyber out of the game.
4 AM looking to rotate in. Waiting until the last moment. God V gets taken out. He's down. Now executed.
Yep, executed. Finished off Sparker. The second they saw him, I knew that to take him out. Kuchin behind the rock. Gets decent position. Now he's down anyway. Finished off by Heifer. Atletico would love to see that in the kill feed right now, that they just killed 4 AM.
CPT. He's just playing on the outskirts. Is he going to suicide? Not willing to give any more kills, or he's just trying to play it very slow?
Move into the blue zone, heal up, play it safe. No one is going to come from behind you. Come up with something, some sort of plan to turn this one around for 4 AM. His mate though, the snake in the grass. He was able to spot that one pretty quickly. That wipes out M-Cyber as well. We're down to 11 teams. That was pretty quick. Chiefs down the bottom, north of Yasnaya, along with Orange, Pathogen, and QM still in the blue zone. As Lesser, the knockdown onto Lion.
Greyhound Gaming are doing very well for themselves. Still 4 members, 4 kills to their belt. So, remember, they're fighting with Atletico for this one. They're neck and neck in terms of points.
M-Cyber
very close.
A lot of kills, but they are eliminated. CPT, though, with the kill onto Tommy Cruz. He's still alive. He's not going to give up. Not just yet. He's the last one alive for 4 AM. OMG with 4. Greyhound Gaming with 4. And as I said, that OMG ticked down to 2. Chiefs with 4. They're doing okay
Chiefs
for now.
are doing well. I wanted to point this out, but I don't want to jinx them, so trying not to say too much about them. They do have to rotate out of the north side of Yasnaya, as do Orange. We have Osiris as well,
Bullet.
just hanging on for placement. Bullet, yep.
Holding on for dear life. Orange, probably the best we've seen of Orange Esports so far today, making it to the top 11. Yet he has they spotted someone, unfortunately, though. Extreme 2G had also spotted him, and he's a little bit more efficient. His 4th kill, 5 in total for Greyhound. You can't forget about these boys. They're playing well. They're second currently, and they've become skills here. They with Pathogen are as well. CPT dies to the play zone, so 4 AM in 11th position. We're down to the final 10.
Let's see how this one goes. It's really going to come down to the wire. The play Playzone is shrinking. Playzone claims its first victim with his going out from QM.
Stream2G, happy to be patient at the moment.
Oh, look at this, Champs. Getting gunned down. And then it's P for Potato who swaps that. Takes the kill onto 86.
Yep, a little bit of a
swap coming out.
Yep, 4 total kills now for the Chiefs. Definitely an improved performance here for them. And if they can go on and get that chicken dinner, as QM just going to die to the play zone as well. We're down to 18. Alive. Textile. Seeing if he can do anything. I don't think there was anyone in there.
He's just making sure that he does not get anyone crouching onto him. Orange taking a little bit of the blue as they try to rotate in. P for Potato is still there. He manages to get the kill, an easy one to add to the bag. 4 kills under his name, 6 in total for the Chiefs now.
Yeah, but he's the last one standing. Champs is currently down.
New circle is going to be up as well to show us. Atletico, once again, these boys, they seem to have the knack for the circle. And they also have the only structure in play. That's going to be the warehouse.
Chipster dying means we're down to the final 6 teams. And as you said, Atletico doing really well. So is Greyhound. Mine, though, have all 4 players alive. They've been the team that probably I feel should have been doing a little bit better. MTX was so great in the solos. Sparker, lesser.
Also with Mine, you were just saying, they have the circle as well, Xenox. So they're quite well positioned. There's no one to their backs. So this is quite advantageous for them. There's no chance of really anyone trying to flank unless they try to go outside of blue, and we're not going to be seeing that.
Greyhound Gaming has the high ground over Pathogen at the moment. Facility resolves is what it happened to be without the open. But you got to get Zoidmate first. That's the primary target, and they get the knockdown. Resolve looking to just finish the kill, confirm the 25 points, but Happy Navitas is still there. Maybe should knock him down first. They get him to about half health. Extreme2G knocked down from Linksy of all people, joining into the fray. Now Textile dies to Lesser. That just leaves Resolve and Vasily, who has spotted Happy Navitas again, trying to finish him off.
Putting the pressure on. Does not want Zoidmate to be revived. Linksy from the high ground manages to get the drop on Happy Navitas, takes him down.
Stealing kills, literally from the heavens.
He has the high ground, he can do that. With that circle shrinking, you can really see teams are struggling to get in mine. They're guarding, that's at Atletico, guarding the north.
This is Atletico's circle to win here. They've been fed, definitely. Zoidmate, Extreme2G, both dying. Linksy picks up a triple kill. Zidon able to get 2-ok as well. Greyhound Gaming out of here. Pathogen resolves, and Vasily unfortunately walking straight to Poochie's. And now Vasily dies to the play zone at the very least. And now Atletico, I've got a chance for another chicken dinner here. It's Mine versus Atletico, 4v4, and they've got the high ground.
Oh, you can see Lesser taking out so much damage right now. And Sparker with the flank. He's tagging the boys. Can he get one down?
Oh, he gets the headshot onto Zidon. He's down early. Might have been aggressive, but the return shots at least onto Sparker gives him a warning to back a little bit. And you can see Atletico at the tower. They've got a bit of safety. 58 seconds until the blue zone will start to move in. Zidon does die, and Mine confirm the numerical advantage.
They're also trying to go for the res here. Mine still have that circle. Atletico will be forced to move. This is a similar situation to what happened last game. They had the circle up until the end.
Well, both teams are really going to have to move regardless at this point. And Sparker and Mine. 3 kills for Sparker, 9 in total for Mine. Boy, they would love to pick up this chicken dinner, get themselves back in with a chance. Heifer, Neverhall, Linksy. No offense to Zidon, but these 3 are the fraggers for Atletico.
Are you just saying that because he's dead?
Yep.
DM.
Linksy with 5. Really stepped up last game, and he's doing it again. They're looking to try and get this flank. They've come down the hill. Maybe Mine won't be expecting that they're going to come down the hill and come to them and be aggressive. And they're trying to start this fight now, but Linksy's going to really wait. By this time, he's getting spotted by Sparker, though. The smoke's going to be able to aid him at least. Some safety for the time being to get some of these trees to cover, but Linksy unfortunately does die. Mine have got another advantage. It's now 4 on 2. It's a repeat again for Atletico. Deja Vu, and Neverhall's been spotted. Very low. Sparker, pray, but he gets taken out by Heifer. The knockdown, Heifer moves up, but that's going to be it. Mine come out with the win.
There we go. Thailand making a play.
Second again for Atletico, but congratulations to Mine. And quite a few kills to go with that resolving. Congratulations to Mine picking up the chicken dinner. For Atletico, it's a case of so close yet so far once again, but they wouldn't be too disappointed.
No, they definitely would not be, because what this does is keeps them in the running. Same for Greyhound. Yes, they got taken out. They took that 5th position, but it means that they can still keep quite close to the Atletico and make sure that they don't run away with the game. So that's what you're talking about. If you're not going to get the chicken dinner, make sure you can place as high as possible so the points don't start to run away from you. I think Mine would just be so happy with that. The circle really did favour them. Atletico, they get so lucky till the last moment, and then they're the ones that have to hard push into the new zone that spawns.
And for Mine, obviously, I mean, we kind of touched on them a little bit pre-game. We almost touched on everyone because of the stalling time, but you know, they were the team from Thailand that really should be doing a little bit better, and here they go and get that chicken dinner, they go and get the win, and quite a few kills, double-digit kills, and that'll propel them right up the standings. Should well and truly get them in the top 10 now and give them a chance, and if they can back it up in that next game, they can go to bed happy tonight knowing that they've got a chance tomorrow.
That's exactly right. With that win, it just puts them higher up the leaderboard. It gives them a chance to climb, sets them up really nicely for this next game that will be coming up a little bit later. But Pathogen is someone that the team that I wanted to touch on a little bit, because we saw them, they've had some consistent performances. They are now finishing again in that 3rd spot.
Yep.
So what does that mean? They're still holding on and they're creeping up ever so slowly.
Yeah, they've been a team that sort of, I mean, I guess maybe individually as the players, they've slowly improved throughout the time here at the exhibition center. But, you know, you touched on Pathogen, I'm going to touch on the Chiefs. That was much, much better from the Chiefs. High placing, a lot of kills. For them, that's a start. They're not going to be, you know, they're not going to be too exuberant. They're not going to be absolutely dancing for joy. They'll be happy with at least that they've got themselves into the game, they've gotten some kills, they've gotten a good placing, picked up some points, and it's something to build on from here. Back it up in the next game, and then you can go into tomorrow with a chance.
Well, one thing I've noticed about the Chiefs as well is that sometimes they can be slow starters, but generally when you've got a season, say, of PUBG, you'll notice that they start to really creep on up. They're a consistent team, but they can be slow to start. So I think that's what kind of happened a little bit in this competition.
They don't have a whole season here. They've only got 2 days.
I know. I'm just saying this is where their strength is. They can climb back, but they just have to condense it in the time that it takes. We do have the interview ready to go with the team members of Mine, so please take it away now.
Thanks for that, guys. Everybody, give it up for Mine Esports. Well, massive congratulations to you guys. I want to know, how did you know that that flank from Linksy was coming through right at the end there?
เขาแสดงความยินดีด้วยครับแล้วเขารู้ว่าทีมรู้ไหมว่าทีมนั้นกำลังจะมาอยู่ตรงนั้นรู้ครับรู้ว่าข้างบนมีอยู่1ทีมครับ Yeah, he said he knew there's one team up there or up on the hill.
And do you think that that final zone helped you in your positioning? Do you think you had the better position at the end?
เขาถามว่าโซนตรงนั้นรู้สึกว่ามันดีสำหรับโพซิชันที่แบบจะยิงไหมครับดีมากครับก็มันสามารถดูได้รอบทิศแล้วก็มีที่กันบางหลายที่แล้วบวกกับว่าวงมันบีบเข้าหาผมด้วยก็เลยถือว่าโชคดีไปครับ He said he think that's the best position for their team and you cover all the position.
Well, I think I'd have to agree with that. You definitely seem to be able to win all those gunfights quite convincingly. Was there any moment during that game that you thought that you might die a bit early, or were you confident getting all the way to the end?
เขาเห็นด้วยครับกับสิ่งที่ว่าจุดนั้นมันดีแต่ว่ามีโมเมนต์ไหนไหมที่คิดว่าเราจะตายก่อนหรือว่าเราคิดว่าเราจะอยู่ถึงสุดท้ายครับก็ของไม่พอครับมีของแบบของจำกัดนะครับแล้วก็บวกกับว่าที่เล่นมาหลายเกมก็รู้สึกว่าเราไม่มีเวลาที่จะไปหาของจากที่อื่นอย่างเงี้ยก็คือต้องรีบยึดโพซิชันให้ดีที่สุดแหละครับ He said they have the limited equipment and guns and ammo so he tried to find the best position for the team.
Well, I think we can all agree that you did find the best position. You came out with the victory, so good job to you guys. Of course, still a lot more to come. We're going to have a quick recap of the day's events. Don't go anywhere.
大家好，我是来自中国 CM 的战队的队长大队。在国际比赛中状态好的原因，可能是一方面，就是我们的队员嘛，都经历过比较大型的比赛，然后包括国外的比赛嘛。然后另一方面的话，可能是因为我们的心态很放松，我们都会不断的安慰自己跟队友，然后放轻松，好好打，我们能做得更好。
Hi, I'm Zoid, mate. I'm the captain of IGL for Greyhound Gaming. Aim in the future is to be a pro team and hopefully get somewhere together and prove that we're a strong force in the Oceanic region.
Hello, my name is Chayapon Virapatna, or you can call me Jaekiao. In my favorite part in this game is about to predict the circle and to find a better position in the circle and prepare the strategy when the next circle is coming.
So my name is Benny Chan. I'm from Singapore. I'm 22 this year. We started MSK. It was a no plan thing lah. It was a team that we formed a week before the MET qualifiers. Our aim in the future, if all goes well, is to hopefully join more tournaments, become more well known, and yeah.
Hi, Hero, in-game, good guy Hero, from TNC 5 Peaks. Our team is composed of 4 players, mainly myself, Mr. Flirt, our captain, Hipster D, our support, and Leander, our spotter. At first, we just wanted to be the #1 team in the Philippines, but I feel like we've achieved that already by being here. So our goal now is to be, hopefully, compete to be the #1 team in Asia and the
My
Pacific
name is
region.
Han and my in-game name is 10K Tapping. I'm with the team, the Face Gaming. We've been playing for over 1,300 hours. What I can say is we have a winning spirit and we really want to experience and enjoy this tournament right here because we've seen the arena and it looks really, really awesome, really amazing. So we really want to go in there and do the best we can for Malaysia.
Spotted. Slayer, he seems like the sort of guy talking trash. He's going to have such an advantage. Coming Cruz, and he's going to let one rip. Jeez, bro. Chippy's taking on Poochus. Fine. He just needs to land one shot with the shotgun. They're both one shot away from kill. Who's going to be able to do it? That's Poochis coming up with a big kill.
Good. Oh, Alstaff gets smiles. Got right in front of this little ledge. Finally spots him as he put his head up. Again, Map God though, take it out. YDD for JDG Gaming. Remember so far. Can Y-God surely get this kill, and he does. Benchu. And it's sort of within the middle blue zone as MTX was able to get that kill onto Piz with him. And now Elstra will take out Smiley Face. Getting the spot, and then the kill onto Luke 12, finally spotted. Though Joshy spotting 86 from OMG, got the high ground advantage, and it helps him in that situation. He's been spotted. Lester from Mine takes him out. Gee. Oh, Lewis from Edge. Oh, this is cheeky. He spotted him as well. He spotted K2 White, but he just got through the door right in the nick of time. And he comes through the window. A mistake, but it doesn't matter. Edge gets the kill for the Chiefs. Coming on down, another Australian dead, 4 alive.
Good guy here in the early kill. He does have the pistol though. He's taken a lot of damage. He's nice. Why? But not this time because MTXD. Here's another one. Body. Waiting and easily takes him out. Right now, you can't get it done, Leander. Nicely done. Will finish off Rascal. Still, all I can do now is Lesser. But he's in the Jeep, but he will find him with a headshot. Nicely done. Toe on top. Okay.
Difficult to go balance the stairs. He's got it pinned. Out spots him. Comes up on the stairs. Headshot. Accuracy. Pull that one off. The other goals finally come. Conclude. Makes it run. Extrude now through the door. Bit of cover. And now he pushes out. He gets the kill. Well played from Extrude for Tainted Minds. He picks up his second kill. For him. He's spotted and he gets the kill as well onto Woofang from QM. Resources kills himself. That's the third card out now. Related. K2 White. Holy 99 spots fallen. Down below. He's going to come up the stairs. He's going to spot him though. Fallen turns around, takes that kill. Now critical spotted by K2 White. He's going to take him down. And George's been spotted as well by Zod on Atletico.
Going toe-to-toe, got to use the advantage at the moment, picks up another kill, make that 3, the man is coming away.
And now he's lost up, and he's going to get the kill on the barrel. He spotted him, and he finally has now, he's going to light him up, there's no way.
Lit up, but he does find the kill onto Happy. Each other takes some shots on the other side. Shots, but will come back with the second hit. Will have to earn it, and he will take down Nepalhor.
On a sliver of health, Bobby.
Just in time, Joshy. Heal enough, he comes to Silly, he's the kill leader, but he's so low, he will die to play zone 2. That 86.
He didn't spot it! Yes,
gets the headshot, but he gets taken out by Sparker. And
if he gets taken out here, that'll be it! Down and out! Happy!
He's going to win him out. No, he's not able to get the kill for Silly.
Oh,
told you the
you
three
cursed him! You actually cursed him!
No!
personalize the way you see everything, and then conquer. Exclusive Black Equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S-switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Adjust the angle effortlessly for maximum comfort.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the PUBG Zimmo Australia Invitational. I'm Bobby J alongside Xenox. This is the final game of the day. My brain is beginning to turn to mush, but we're still going to soldier on, and just like the rest of the players, they're worse for wear as well. They're starting to get worn out.
Yeah, I mean, it's that point of the day now. Last game of the day, and they're probably a little bit tired, a little bit stressed out, and some of them are thinking, can we still even win? Well, some teams are pretty far behind, and they're...
Yeah.
Now, obviously, there's still 6 games to go, 5 games tomorrow, so there is plenty of games, but you've got to get a move on if they are down the bottom. And for the teams at the top, they'll be stressed too because they know one poor performance and down they go. So you've got to stay consistent.
And one team that hasn't had too much of a poor performance is Atletico. They had first earlier on in the day and followed up by 2 second-place finishes, so the boys from Australia playing fantastic.
It's probably the best I've seen them play ever. With like this lineup, especially considering minus Sidon, who's very new, but even for Nefahor and Heifer, this is the best that they've performed in a very long time. You know, and I think, you know, okay, they finished second. We'll give credit to Mine first, though, I think.
Yeah,
you know,
true.
so they finished first. They were in the bottom 10. They get this win, and it should propel them into the top 10. That's just how much it is. They got a lot of kills, too.
Yeah. It keeps them alive in the competition, and a couple of teams that aren't is probably the Chiefs. Before we start talking about that Mine Lesser, that's the man that a lot of people were talking about earlier on. Didn't have too much of a showcase early on, but sorry, in the solo match earlier on. But Lesser, you know, he's standing up now, like 6 kills in the last game, and
M-Cyber's rostered it as well, picking up 6 kills. So really good performance. Lynxy.
The P for Potato, he's definitely ranking it in for the Chiefs. They just need
They had
to
a good game, didn't they?
Yeah, they had alright, but they just need to stay alive a little bit longer and rake in the points, because they're definitely getting the kills. But Atletico, you can see second place, 7 kills, but 12 for Mine with 500 points. So they're definitely going to shoot up the rankings that you're mentioning.
800 points in total. Huge gap between first and second this time compared to the last time, obviously the game before, where Atletico finished second and they were able to tie with the winning team. 800 to 525. Chiefs in third place, 400 points, the best for them today. But Australia, 4 of the top 5 teams in that game really standing out. 4am with 210 points. And 4 of those 6 kills obviously came against Tainted Minds, who tried to take them at the Milta Bridge, coming from Sosnovka Island. Osiris, a little bit better in terms of their placing, but they're struggling to get kills. As you can see, 0 kills. They've only had 3 all day.
QM, a little bit surprising. They were off to the strong start, who won the original game here today, and how they've just struggled to keep themselves up in the top 10. They do just scrape in with 130 points, but that's not going to be enough to keep them in the top 10 overall on the leaderboard. Descendants of 5 Peaks, a lot better for the Filipino team, and Orange Esports, their best performance as well today.
Yeah, a little bit more improved from them. They only got the 1 kill, but their placing was much, much better. You can see JDG and the Face Gaming picking up 3 kills each, but the placings were off. OMG with a very poor performance, only 70 points. And you think with Atletico getting 500, the separation now for that top 2 of Atletico and Greyhound has just gotten even wider. OMG and JDG both down there.
Yeah, quite surprising for OMG, because they're looking so strong earlier on today. And Tainted Minds, they're starting to fall off throughout this competition. They did risk it. They rolled the dice at the bridge, waiting for 4 a.m. and
you know,
it was a backfire.
Sometimes you got to roll the dice a little bit. If it had worked out, they got 100 points just from that. And look at Atletico, pretty much 700 points clear of third place. OMG now Greyhound Gaming in second place. They're 400 behind, but they're also about 330 so ahead of third place in OMG. Mine, and that's what can happen. Going from bottom 10 to 4th with 1 win.
Fantastic effort from Mine. It's good to see a Thailand team shoot up in 4th place. The Pathogen, they've kept 7th place, it's kept it locked down, but I'm surprised QM, my maths must suck then, that they've stayed up there in 6th place, so they keep their dreams alive. Chiefs must not be too far off.
JDG dropping quite heavily as well. Originally you saw that those Chinese teams were holding 4 of the top 6 or so. Chiefs move up a little bit, 12, so the hope is alive. But you look at those bottom, I would say those bottom 4 teams: Creation of 5 Peaks, ZT, Descendant of 5 Peaks, and Sun Wu. It's a massive hill to climb. Even Tainted Minds on 400 points, all they really need is a really solid win.
Anything below 15, they need to have a massive game next. Otherwise, it's going to be quite difficult. But Atletico, Greyhound Gaming, 4 a.m., they've probably been the standout 3 teams, I feel, Xenox. Do you agree?
Yeah, definitely. And, OMG, they only had that really 1 poor game just then. Otherwise, they've been a big standout. So really, sort of the 4 teams, Atletico, Greyhound, 4 a.m., OMG, have been the big standouts. But, Mine is now in the fray. All it takes is that 1 really good win. 12 kills and a chicken dinner.
Yeah, if they can double that back, they could see themselves getting into the top 3. I think Atletico and Greyhound might be comfortable sitting up there in the top 2 by the end of the day. Greyhounds definitely deserve 2nd place, because I don't even think they've dropped out of top 5 each game.
No, and it's interesting, because they're a team that can consistently finish top 3, and they're continuing to do that here in the LAN setting. But for teams now, it's really hoping that Atletico and Greyhound start to lose a couple of games poorly, and only a low finish with maybe 1 or 2 kills max. and that will at least try and allow some of those teams to catch up, but they're so far ahead right now.
Do you think other teams will do like what Tainted Minds just did and roll the dice and start dropping down in different areas, knowing where other teams might be dropping?
Well, Tainted Minds didn't drop in a different area. They were in
Well,
Melter, but
yeah,
they knew that 4AM were going to come from military, and that's where they obviously rolled the dice a little bit and pushed up. It did show how good 4AM were there, considering they lost a Luca very early, got knocked down, and they were able to reposition very quickly under fire. They did a really decent job of saying a lot.
Gushin's kills.
Yeah, Gushin, yep.
Yeah, that was fantastic. But Sub just couldn't get to...
He couldn't get back in time. He was a little bit away from the fight, unfortunately. By the time he got there, he res bench and then he was naded out of the fight immediately. But, yeah.
I'd like to see Chiefs have another solid performance to keep them in, keep the dream alive for one of the other bigger names in AU, because they definitely want to replicate that and show everyone on the big stage that they're back, get out of that slump, and it'd be cool to see them pull off a good victory and maybe even the chicken dinner. His Critical Motion is a fantastic player.
Oh, he definitely is. A lot of those Chiefs players, obviously can all really frag out and get a lot of kills, and you can criticize a team because they're good.
Yeah.
And you expect more from them, and I think they expect more for themselves as well.
Yeah.
And so they were a bit happy with that performance, and it gives them that platform to improve. And they've got to back it up now, though. It's obviously still on them. They're not out of the race. All it takes, as you saw it by mine, was that one win, lots of kills, and then also now at this point, though, hoping that Atletico and Greyhound start dropping a little bit.
Now, will they drop out of the top two? They've last 3 games, the lowest position that they've gotten is second. So let's see if Atletico continue the momentum, or will Greyhound or 4AM have something to say about it, or maybe newly placed 4th team Mind from Thailand. We'll have to find out.
Well, we still haven't had any back-to-back chicken dinners. Still waiting for that to happen. What that does is it highlights for these teams that the team is just not able to really get 2 in a row, and it opens it up. We are going to get our final plane for the day.
Yeah.
Game 5 of the first day of squads. Of course, 5 more games tomorrow.
Glorious 5 games. Well, we always start with that show match, but this is going to be quite high plane, so a lot of people might see them coming to the northern side of the map rather than the south, going from west to east.
Very interesting circle here for 4AM. Obviously, they like to go military base, and it's a big distance away from that. How they're going to utilize this plane path is going to be very interesting. I'm assuming they'll drop down south, find a vehicle, and make their way to the military base. For Atletico, though, they will be able to get to Milton Power quite safely here, being one of the last teams to be able to shoot out and go down to Milton Power. Same for Tainted Minds, really. They should be able to get down to Milta. And JDG, Chiefs, obviously very comfortable getting to Gatka.
I haven't seen Greyhound drop anywhere but Georgia Pole, so they've been very comfortable with this.
Yeah, crates.
And it's worked out well for them.
Certainly has. No other teams really wanting to contest crates. Obviously, Georgia Pool is one of those cities you split it up into 3.
Yeah.
You've got the South Georgia Pool crates and North Georgia Pool, and for Greyhound it's working out. Zoidmate with the ump to start with, and it's something.
4AM is still up in the air. They're yet to get down to the military base because the drop was so high. The plane was so high that it's going to take them some time. So some other teams might already be looted up by the time they even drop.
Orange and Pathogen, Yasnaya, once again. So Orange pretty much seems to have abandoned Primorsk entirely from their original plans. You can see 4AM, long shooting down towards Sosnovka Island. Tainted Minds able to then get to Milta, and Atletico to Milta Power.
Far away, because Greyhound, they've been looting for a good minute or so now.
Well, it depends on. Well, there's the circle.
Oh,
that's a nice circle for the players. It's nothing too extreme.
Nothing that's going to be on the edge of the water, because a couple of the players were pretty upset about that.
I definitely don't want a water finish. I'm glad we get a circle like that.
Mavgob might want a water finish.
He might. He won't get any kills, though, if that's going to be the case. But it doesn't look like that will be the case, as Tainted Minds make their way towards Milta. It'll be interesting to see what they'll want to do here. Obviously, rolled the dice a little bit, was a little, more aggressive, took 4AM straight on and came out second best, and they just played safe here.
I'd like to see them roll the dice again, because you got nothing to lose. Like, you're, what, 15th, 16th now? You might as well press on.
I mean, as I said before in the last game, for Tainted Minds yesterday was such a great day for the organisation, and today it's just not been
Sub-Slayer.
Not the best.
He's still over the moon though. So when we were with him and catering earlier, he was just going on about winning $8,000. That's massive. That's a massive amount of for one person
Well,
to win.
speaking of money, there is Knowles winning MVP. Obviously, he had the most kills as it's solo, and Pathogen has been performing really well so far. Cyrus here and Pachinki.
Resolve's been playing well in the squads too. Like, he's such a strong player, and it's allowed Pathogen just to be consistent throughout the day, and they held on to 7th place. And even if they finish in 7th or 6th, that's still a good position to be in going into the final day tomorrow.
Yep. Comfortable for Atletico in Ultra Power. And again, this trend we're starting to see now of really everyone's starting to respect each other's drop locations. We're not seeing those early 1 to 2 or 3 deaths.
I'm enjoying the firefights this way. I was a little bit scrappy early on, especially in the show match.
Yep.
But everyone seemed to find their rhythm.
So, you can see 5 peaks, happy near shooting range, and Greyhound seem like they've got enough loot. They're happy to start locating crates.
The boys on the bike, Extreme and Zoid.
In the Face Gaming, they had to leave Novo last game as it was occupied. They had to take the boats up towards Kameshki. Speaking of Kameshki, that's where OMG are currently located. 4 AM finally making their way to military base, and it looks like Godfrey's not going to risk the red zone here. They're just going to wait. They're going to go to their houses. It's such a left bridge.
It's such a central zone. Not many people will have to relocate at all. So people will be happy to loot. So expect everyone to be...
Well, at the same time, they might also feel like they want to get in there a bit quicker.
But these circles, like the problem with going in the center, these circles that we've seen have shifted rapidly. Like some of them have jolted all the way down to the south, or right up back up to the north, like when it was up against the water like several times, and it's really thrown the game plan off for some players.
Just under 2 minutes until the blue zone will very slowly start making its way in. Still no deaths. We've gone 5 minutes. First crate, AWM, Adrenaline Syringe, and a military vest. And look who it's right next to, CPT. No one in sight.
No wonder the crowd sounded happy about that one, Zanox.
No wonder they were happy about that one. So CPT. Obviously, you've always got to be careful. You always got to keep an eye out, but he is completely safe. He'll get this crate. It's like the happy dancing loot as he shuffles around. And then he will leave. So 1 minute and 10 seconds in that blue zone.
I want to see more from 4 AM this time around. They did well to get across the bridge with Tainted Mines, but after that, they didn't really have too much else because the zone was so much further up to the north, and they just had to get through multiple teams to get anywhere. But this time around, they have a better opportunity with CPT already in the zone to allow them to have some information. So Hipster D and TNC.
I mean, CPT does have to be a little bit careful. He's obviously not with the rest of his team, which are at military base. He's the yellows. Lighthouse. That's it. We'll send in a 5 picks. We'll be able to loot the invisible buildings.
Oh, they'll fix that soon enough.
6.5 minutes gone, and Blue Zone will finally make its win. Probably, I think each game so far has just gotten slower and slower as the teams start to be a bit more careful and careful. Orange, a bit close to Textile there, Pathogen. And obviously, it seems like Yasne has worked out well for them, judging by that last game's placing.
Yeah, I liked Orange's performance, but they're going to have to duplicate that, and Sub-Slayer tries to pop a hole on ball bags.
Also, got to wonder if Pathogen know that Orange are there. Yeti Aztec dying, actually, so they definitely know that Mine is there. Sparker picking up the first kill, so for Pathogen, not a good start. They're a team that's in that top 10.
And Textile could be the next one to follow if Orange Esports capture him, and they're not too far away, so you can't really exit the building. But Greyhound Gaming seem pretty happy. They haven't run into any trouble. They've been looting for quite some time, so it looks like they're set up for another great run.
Just setting up position. really more than anything. Spotted Monty. His resolve was able to get him relatively low. Now Textile will try and finish him off. He's taking some damage.
And his position's now given away Xenox, and you can imagine that the rest of Orange Esports will start to surround the building, and he's going to have to wait and hope that the rest of Pathogen can start to rotate to him and help him out.
G taking shots onto Sunwoo's Tonia. I wonder if maybe Tainted Minds would betray their Aussie brethren and possibly try and get Atletico, knowing that they're at Milton Power and they're obviously close by. It could become a thought for them.
Zoe spots Tony, he lets out a few shots, but Tony's a little bit too fast for Zoe to get any bullets onto him. He spots Ivy as well. So they get to the position of Junwoo as Tony loses control of the buggy, but he'll be alright.
He's also lost a tyre.
Takes minuscule damage as well.
Look how nicely he parked that. That was beautiful.
Yeah, he should have kept that tyre though. It was good to see he was so careful on the parking.
Yeah.
After he crashed
After he crashed into the fence, yeah, of course. 4am look like they're on the move. God V, the last one, still a military base. Guchin CPT and now Luca is following suit, and we'll move on up. And the Face Gaming still at Novo. They're going to have to get moving. So is Atletico, OMG towards Lipovka up near the east of.
Tainted Minds may run into ZT because they might, if they avoid the red zone, they will run into ZT. So hopefully for them, they can just wait out the red zone. Well, there it goes. It's just faded away, so don't worry about it.
Don't worry about what I was just saying, you know.
Disregarded.
Critical, going to be able to get that kill. ZT still with 4 members. They haven't been, unfortunately, able to do that well here in the squads. New Zealanders. That Blue Zone has just made its way over Novo, very much about to hit military base, and God V's in a vehicle and making his way safely across the bridge to the rest of his teammates as Cyber are going to be grouping up.
ZT and Tainted Minds require a good performance in this match, otherwise it's going to be too difficult for them to climb up the rankings in day number 2 to get a top 3 spot.
We can only be so kind, but if they continue, if they do really poorly here, it's going to get to a point where it's almost impossible unless they win 5 in a row tomorrow, which is probably unlikely. And we've got Happy Novitas with the knockdown onto Edge. Australia on Australia action, and it's swapping time now for 4am.
They did this
Pass the parcel around.
It is a couple of games ago where they threw all the weapons in the middle.
Yep. It's a quick way to do it, though. They obviously know which guns that they're all going to want to pick up and do it quickly.
I think this is the longest people have survived. We've only had 1 kill in about 10 minutes and 42 seconds. So everyone, as you were mentioning before, playing a lot more careful. Even Sub Slayer, who's usually known to get himself into some firefights.
He's a little bit loose, Subby.
What happens when you grow a mullet, mate?
So, and you can see the TNC boys down in Primorsk. So they're going to have to move all the way up as well. Lesser. And FTX for mine, obviously. They had a great position, didn't they, in the last game? And they're going to try and back that up. We've got 1 kill so far, the only kill in the game.
Well, here we go. Mine and ZT ready to throw down. What can Fallen do? He's helping his fellow comrades. The Smiles 91 gets some kills of his own. ZT perfectly placed, and this is not looking good for Mine because they just shot up in the rankings. Now they're going to drop back down.
Yeah, how quick can that happen? You go get a chicken dinner, now you're about to be almost the first team out. They've got 1 player left for their team. And look at this, Tainted Minds now in ZT. Subslayer heard all of that, and he wants in on some of that action. He wants some kills.
All that information fed across.
Mine, we're very lucky that all 4 of them weren't actually there. They've got 1 left.
And these are the 2 teams we were talking about that need a good performance. So one team's going to eliminate the other. So Dog Eat Dog World, who's going to be able to stand tall is the question, Xenox.
Yep. Subslayer threw out a couple of names, but he has to retreat back, took some damage. His position was compromised. Smiles is going to throw them back now. Shufu, as it looks like JDG and M Cyber having a bit of a fight at the moment. And now 4am has spotted Critical from the Chiefs. And they're Chiefs and Mine, great games last game. And now they're the first teams that are just falling apart at the seams.
That's going to be a bummer for the Chiefs. They're going to be feeling bad about that. They are a little bit higher up on the scale after that last game. But YDD, he's going to be dropped down. So M Cyber and JDG Gaming going toe-to-toe, fighting over these loot locations.
Only 2 up
JQ.
at the moment for M-Cyber,
Oh.
JQ2 and Shippies. And Aluka and Godfrey, what has happened to 4AM?
Yeah. Born, they can't get back up, mate. Same for Benshu. He's down at the moment. Same with Shippies. GG Bluff gets that nade off. Smiley will eliminate KM Sub-Slayer. So ZT, man,
Yeah.
they're putting down the pressure.
You said that ZT and Tainted Minds needed
Yep.
to have a good game. Well, only one of them could in this situation as Bluff has spotted Yankee2 off. Gets him low. Yankee2 off was able to get the knockdown onto Shufu, so now it's up to Bluff. Lee 99 in a vehicle at the moment, slowly coming. Go back.
God B still left alive.
Yeah, they were able to get back
Oh.
up. They were lucky that they were all together. And oh no!
Well,
okay, maybe leave the motorcycles alone, guys.
You're telling he's back up, but he wanted to fall back down in front of his bike.
He gets up again. They're never gonna keep it down.
Extrude, he's someone that's going to stay down at the moment. So ZT pretty much finishing off the rest of Tainted Minds. They're not going to be feeling good about that, but the Kiwis will be, as 4AM have found themselves up into a high ground. Do have a couple of players kind of nearby that would have heard with vehicles, but they're in a safe position as Rise of Fury needs to revive his teammate.
Creation of 5 peaks. We'll be able to get that revive. Now we've got TNC 5 peaks. Do we want to go and check out the Senate of 5 peaks as well? Let's complete the Exodia.
What happens when you complete it?
5 peaks.
No, just the 5 peaks become like one massive mountain.
It's just 1 peak. So M-Cyber Esports were the first team out. They've been a team that's actually been performing quite well, you know, so far, and poor performance for them here. Mind with just that one alive. Tainted Minds, by the way, still has one alive as well, so they're holding on. Connect any of those shots though. Once Mr. Flirt, good guy hero.
Mr. Flirt earlier, but Filipino team is not doing so well today. Now's their time to shine. If they've got any sort of opportunity left, this is probably the final game to do so, as the circle's still pretty centered. Roshawk up on the northern side. Chinky dead center.
Yep.
But the red zone will be over the course of Chinky, which has Greyhound Gaming inside of it.
QM and Osiris.
There's overshot view of Pachinki and the church. 2 members of Osiris with Luke and Bullet. Osiris playing pretty well so far. They've managed to stick around around about the top 10.
Placing well, not getting killed. So.
Yeah, that's something we mentioned throughout the broadcast. So hopefully they'll change things up for their sake, I believe.
So this point is way down the red zone.
Well, they're in a better location this time. As you said, positioning's been pretty good, and if they're going to make use of the position, it's definitely going to be up here on the church. You can see people out the clearing, relocating.
Well, 4AM has a bit of a wild ride this game so far. Literally. And now they get the red zone. It's just, look at that, onto the bikes, get out quick. M24, and pretty much that's it. A compensator, but
yeah,
not one of the best codes.
That's not worth going for. It's not worth getting shot.
So pretty spread out group of players at the moment. Orange getting shot at by TNC 5 peaks.
ZT.
Yeah,
Guy hero. He's not really landing too many shots at this point in time, but he is keeping someone outside of the blue zone. He's just going to run away. He's so far away, can't even see who that is.
Wow, that circle absolutely hard shifting down towards Pachinki.
Yeah, that's what we were saying before,
absolutely devastating for a lot of teams. And 4AM are sitting there like, if we don't die by the red zone, we're in a really good position.
It's good for Greyhounds. They're still in a fantastic spot. But ZT, who are up in that mountain right next to Pachinki, will have to now move over to the west and relocate into the white zone as Orange Esports still got 4 members alive. Xenox.
Potato down by Bluff. YDD has found Edge as well in the shack. He's just going to hide in there. And it was knocked down. Minute and a half until this blue zone's going to move in. Obviously, for a lot of the teams now, there's a big distance to cover. Chance spotted by ED. Being tag team at the moment, though, and he gets knocked down. It's horrible now for the Chiefs. Edge still in the shack.
JD Gaming and Chiefs are relatively close on the rankings, so for JD Gaming this would be fantastic. For Chiefs this would be devastating, and JD Gaming still have 4 members up, Chiefs down to 2. But the boys in front, Athletico Esports, still have all 4 members left alive, along with Greyhound Gaming in second place, so they're all doing a fantastic job thus far. Lee99 moving up on the edge, who's one of 2 members left for the Chiefs. No, the only member now left for the Chiefs, and he's under a lot of pressure as Lee is using his hand grenades. He's moving up towards the shack. He knows he's around there, but just switched off. We wanted to see it.
Dead. Rest in peace.
Oh, my brother.
Chiefs, unfortunately, unable to back up the performance from the last game. Out in last place.
2 Aussies now, Xenox, looking at each other, Osiris and Greyhound Gaming.
Bomb there from the red zone, just about reaching the 19-meter mark, and in 10 more seconds that blue zone will make its way in, forcing a lot of players south towards Pachinki. Double crate.
I don't think Osiris and Greyhound will push each other too much because they are both inside the zone, and I think they'll just keep themselves just in a comfortable position. QM, another team that has managed to stay up in the rankings, has still got 4 members alive. Exciting though from Atletico has been taken out, so that's the first time we've seen a blow to Atletico this early on in the match. 7
kills now for ZT, so they're really standing up here, having their best game of the day, saving it for last. For Atletico, losing player wanted to look at placing Vasily though, getting the knockdown, and he gets the second knockdown with a bit of help from Resolves onto Tommy Cruz. Pathogen, we've only got those 3 players. Chipster taken down as well. Textile will confirm the kills. Nicely done.
That's a fantastic rush there from Pathogen, pretty much eliminating MSK. Resolves, man, he's such a good player.
AWMA time scope, level 3 backpack. God V spotting DT kills. Creation. Turning a bite, knows that he was already out of there. Wasn't going to be able to get any more damage.
Last 2 remaining of MSK players just off to the right of God V, Gushin, and Luca just looting the banana houses. 20 minutes has gone on the clock, still 61 left alive, so the slowest game we've had thus far, but ZT have something to say about that as they've dropped down 2 orange members, yet to claim any kills. I assume if they keep this tear on, they will. They've definitely performed quite well in this game. Make that 8 kills now, Xenox.
Yeah, it's soon to be 9, now 10. ZT, you talk about a slow game. Well, they're not slow right now. They picked up 10 kills already.
And the boys from New
If they
Zealand.
could get another 10 kills and a chicken dinner, they could probably go from about last to first almost.
They'll definitely have some life in them going into day number 2. And with 10 kills,
well,
that's fantastic.
Definitely have the momentum in this match, but they've got to keep it up. OMG, Paul's now wrong. That's the wrong way. You're about to run right into TNC 5 peaks, and he gets completely obliterated within seconds.
OMG, man.
Yeah, literally, OMG.
No, yeah. Oh, they started off so strong today. Now everything's starting to fall apart. Now Orange Esports completely eliminated. Their chances going into day 2 are looking pretty grim, Xenox.
Yep, 21 minutes and a half gone. Minute now for this blue zone. This is about the 3rd time today we've had the final circle around South Pachinki Cliffs,
Man,
Lighthouse.
These circles are just jerking either way, like north and south, really hard, and this is going to completely empty out Pachinki.
So, TNC 5 peaks. Descent into 5 peaks, still all 4 alive. In fact, all of the 5 peaks are doing really well this game. Usually they're almost the first ones out. See, with the Car 98, probably for the first time in a little while, and you know how devastating he is once he has this in his hand. He's at the moment firing at ZT, who are on a tear right now.
You get one back with the full and he's in a good spot, able to find someone from ZT, trying to relocate further into the wide zone, but Mr. Flirt, he's going to hold down the fort. Knows some people from Zhuwu just up in the building above. Archers, Ivy. But they're going to have to make a move on pretty shortly. Face Gaming moving up the hill. So they're going on the opposite side of ZT. Atletico's on one side of ZT, and they have the Face Gaming. So this could be the demise of ZT if they're not careful. And QM have just picked up a couple of kills as well.
Yeah, on Sunwoo, and then a massive grenade though from Rascal. Knocks down Smiley Face. They've only got 3 standing at the moment. As the Face Gaming start to move in, encroached upon the area of ZT. They've got the kills, but they also need the placings to go with it if they want to mount a comeback on the total leaderboard right now. As Wu Feng was able to take out a couple of members from TNC 5 picks. We're down to 16 teams. Smiles 91, Ball Bags and Fallen also alive. Chi with another frag, but might not make the distance. And of course, he's coming in the blue zone, and he's just given away his position. Hiding behind that tree. You can only stay there for so long. With the blue zone there to knock down onto 10K. ZT turning this one around.
Doing a fantastic job. Stuck in the middle of 2 squads and standing tall. Ball Bags does begin to drop. He's out of the match. And
oh no.
There goes Fallen. One back, and Fallen gets himself a double. He's doing a fantastic job. He just needs to avoid the blue zone now and push on in. We can pick up Smiles. They do have some kits though. They should be just okay, Xenox. He's cutting it close.
This is going to be pretty... Oh, no, he's got it. Okay, look, he'll be fine there. Archers, though, he might not be fine. Quite low. Oh! Oh, no! No, that's
what
not...
are you doing?
That's not how you drive vehicles.
That's not how you do
Archers
anything.
dies. And they might as well blow up the US as well.
Just like his opportunity in this competition, it just went up in flames.
It definitely did. 38 alive, 14 teams. Josh is getting shot at by Atletico's Quincy. And Joshy was actually coming up against some of the last alive, but Tainted Minds, of course, remember, so he is at least getting them some placing. As Melting's gets taken out by Bluff.
Yeah, Joshy.
9 kills.
He's been playing a lot better. Yeah, that little misstep early on in the day, but he's been playing fantastic. And Face Gaming, they've just been eliminated. Now we're down to 14 teams, so we're slowly getting into when it's worthy of points and start to push on. But ZT, they've racked up plenty of kills. Now Junwu have been eliminated. Zoid mate. Oh, he's going to cop a big one. Now he's stuck behind the car as OMG start to push over to Greyhound Gaming.
Yeah, only the 2 of them though. It's 86 and Zhao Hai, the only 2 members for OMG. So Greyhound do have an advantage, but Sparker is hanging around a little bit as well. Lynxy gets knocked down for Pathogen's Textile. QM.
Textile's done a good job to stay alive, Xenox. He was caught earlier on from Orange Esports and manages to survive, allowing Pathogen to keep pushing on. Textile, he ends up finding big chills. So, good job from Pathogen. They've still got 3 members left alive.
Oh, 4 AM though started to get some kills, and they've just wiped out JDG. 4 AM doing really well. 86 though with a great blow-up kill. 3 total kills now for 86 and Zhao Hai doing really well to get OMG back into this one, although Zhao Hai does get taken down, knocked down. Joshy just died, by the way, so we're down to the last 9 teams, and Wu Feng will confirm that kill, and now Fallen dies as well.
Sparker, he got taken out as he was trying to move in on Greyhound Gaming, so they hold themselves firmly, but they're going to have to deal with a couple more members from QM and OMG. There's a lot of teams here clustered all up, and the blue zone moving in pretty quick. Not everyone can survive. OMG are going to go down pretty quick. So we still have a couple more Aussies left alive.
CPT with a knockdown onto Resolves. 21 alive, Fallen will finally die to the play zone, so to Smile. So ZT out of here. A lot of kills, good placing, well done for them. But now the remaining teams that are still alive. And Pathogen's Vasily. Frag grenade, double knockout.
Beautiful.
And now 4 AM. They're about to meet Pathogen. Oh, the second one will take out Guchinen as well as Aluka dying. Heffa will finish off Bullet. Well, he gets the knockdown, and another nade will knock down God. It's raining nades on 4 AM.
Oh, they're showing how what's a rough night like out in Brisbane when you're in Fortitude Valley, bringing it to 4 AM. They're not used to the lockouts, bro.
They're not.
They've got the smokes up. Textile. Playing it nicely. I'm happy that he's survived, and now he's just being fantastic.
4 AM though.
Yep.
Able to at least keep 2 of their members up.
Resolves.
God V was able to get revived after he got knocked down. Atletico still have all 3 of theirs alive. Another unfortunate demise for Zidon early on as Mine were eliminated in the earlier exchange. CPT and GodV just splitting up a little bit, understanding those nades. They can't be too close to each other, otherwise they could get wiped out. But another high placing for 4AM.
Look who's still got 3 people left alive, Xenox. It is Atletico Esports. There's still 3 people with 7 teams left alive. We do have one member still on Greyhound Gaming.
And for
Chuok, but he needs to survive in 4 rounds of teams if they still want to make the top 5. Now we're going to start restricting the play area. Nepahor, that's a good shot.
Nice.
He will drop X-Toll from Cyrus. Now he's going to start to rotate around.
Yeah, they know where Pathogen are. Pathogen starting to move forward, but they're going to go straight into Atletico. Wufang got a finishing kill onto Tuok, so there goes Greyhound Gaming in 7th place. Only the 1 kill for Atletico, but they're getting the placing. They've confirmed top 5 now. Mavgod dying to the play zone, and Wufang dying to Jedis. Now Kazillo with a spot. It's onto CPT. That just leaves GodV alive. Is he going to be able to do it for 4AM? Unfortunately, he's lost CPT now.
Should be the end of them.
Joey
Cyrus, they're doing a fantastic job. It's Bullet.
Bullet with a snake.
He's got himself 2 kills. He's down to 1. It's looking pretty good for Atletico and Pathogen. Will Pathogen be able to not drop the ball this time? But Descendants of 5 Peaks, they've done fantastic for the Philippines. They've still got 3 players in this, and they could throw a spanner in the works. And some teams aren't just going to get as many points now.
Question comes down to if Atletico can pick up the kills. Bullet, the snake in the grass, pops his head up, strikes his prey, picks up the double kill.
You're a beast,
On
Bullet.
to Mr. Wick and Kazil. Can he get a 3rd?
Bullet's playing
Bullet
fantastic.
with 4 kills, 4-4, 4 Osiris. So that's what they needed. And if he can find GodV as well, he'll secure top 4. And he'll pick up another kill. Look how split they are. And Atletico with the numbers advantage. They don't realize it's 3 versus 1 versus 1 versus 1 versus 1.
Oh, man.
To finish this one off.
If Atletico can finish first here and gain a couple more kills, they're really going to put a stamp.
They will be so far ahead going into the next day.
They're going to make a statement for sure. GodV, he's in the smoke. He's trying to do what he can. But it's going to be difficult as Nepahor begins to relocate further across to the eastern side of the circle.
The snakes everywhere here.
Sorry, the southern side now.
Anyone who's not really prone is GodV, so you can see he's a little bit more confident. He's got his smokes out, but Jadsu, Bullet, and Resolves all just snaking around and staying firmly in place. They do not want to show themselves, and GodV says, no, I'll happily show myself. Bring it on, Atletico, 1v3.
This is going to be interesting because
the
Heffer's going to get him. Oh, now he's going to be dropped down. Resolves. He's going to be forced to be kitted. He's on the outside. Now, GodV moving ever so closely in. He only has 1 kill to his name, but he could get plenty more, but he is about half HP. Going to throw down a smoke.
That was, by the way, Bullet L with that frag. That got the knockdown.
Bullet L does this.
And look at the range that he threw that from as well. GodV, look at the rotation. He's moving on up. He's being aggressive. Only 2 members of Atletico left, Nepahor and Lynxy. Pathogen out of the game. We're down to the final 4 teams. And look at GodV right through the smoke. They don't even realize how close they are. GodV's double kill! GodV! Oh, he's a god!
What an absolute beast. Takes out both members remaining of Atletico. What else can he do? We're down to the final 2 members of Jadsu and GodV. Bullet is out of it. Can GodV stand tall? He's back on the ground now. He's going to go and heal on up with a first aid kit. Jadsu has his opportunity, but he will bandage his wounds. Both players will now reset.
Well, reset they're going to have to. You can hear the crowd getting anxious. GodV, can he do it for 4AM? It hasn't been a pretty match. Jadsu trying to fire back. He's got the tree to his advantage. Obviously, that zone not moving at the moment.
Smokes go off now for GodV. Side of it now, Jadsu on the opposite side, but he's vanishing in through the smoke, and Jadsu's got to go down. GodV comes from behind, takes out 2 members of Atletico, then takes out Jadsu and claims the win for 4AM. And now they're going to march into the next day. Looking pretty good.
What a way to finish off the day for day 2. To finish off squads, the crowd favorite, you can hear them. Oh, you can definitely hear them. GodV. He wiped out Atletico, and then he took on the last remaining players. Gets them the chicken dinner.
He shows everyone why he's such an exciting player to watch play. He's one of the top streamers over in China. Now with a fantastic performance in our final squad match of the day. What a fantastic game.
I mean, we're gonna start yelling here because the crowd is so loud, but wow, what a performance and what a way to finish the game. And it really does set the tone But tomorrow, Atletico, again, not able to get that chicken dinner, high placing, a couple of kills, they'll be happy with that. They won't be too upset.
But what a fantastic performance from GodV to come down from behind. I thought that was going to be Atletico finishing strong, but what a rotation inside the zone to get behind 2 players of Atletico and then take out Bullet, then take out Jadsu. What a machine.
I mean, Atletico had the numbers, and that's why you would expect them to have gotten the win in that situation. Yeah. It was 3 of them up against... I can't even hear myself talk at the moment. They're so excited for 4M's GodV.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, while everyone else was snaking prone in the grass, GodV took the game on. He was aggressive, had the smokes. He had a lot of smokes, to be honest.
Yeah, man.
And it was then pushed up, was aggressive, and pretty much surprised Atletico.
I've seen a player utilize the smokes quite as well as GodV, and you know, he showed up today, and he showed everyone why he's one of the most exciting players to watch and why he's one of the top streamers in China. And I'm pumped to see what 4AM are going to bring to the table tomorrow, because Atletico, Greyhound, 4AM are all the top 3 teams, I think, coming into the competition. But we're going to throw it over back to the stage and get a word from GodV.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for 4AM! Well, there we go, the first win under the belt. You guys have been playing so well today, getting a massive amount of kills. How do you feel about your position going into the second day of games?
我们今天就前几把有点可惜，因为把都只拿了300多分嘛，然后不多也不少，就慢慢跟第一的那个拉开距离了。但这把吃鸡之后，我相信我们赶上了他们，明天我们会打得更好。
The first 4 rounds we didn't play very well, and I think we will play better tomorrow, and yes.
Now, I also want to know, what does it feel like having all that pressure in that last 1 versus 1?
就打赢之后，第一时间就觉得我怎么这么莽，但还是赢了嘛。就总体就手有点除开手一点除开手有点抖之外，就我一切都很满意。
He said I feel that something wrong with my gun shooting, but after that I think I played very well.
Well, I'd have to agree with that sentiment. Congratulations to you guys. I'm sure you're going to continue this going into tomorrow's games. We do have 5 more left to go throughout the rest of this competition, and then it is all over. 1 more day until we find out who takes home the lion's share of that $150,000 prize pool. We'd like to thank, of course, our broadcasting partners in Zemo Network Technology, Huangzhou, Chuanmin TV, and Twitch, as well as the cooperation partner of SITV, and our sponsors, Jinding, Autoful, Intel, MSY, Chuanyu Esports, Razer, Republic of Gamers, Samsung, Zowie, and S&J Media Group. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be right back as soon as we can be.
So yan guys, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pa lang yung nakasali. Hello, Sam Cleo on the house. Yup. Dito na lang, Twitch na lang po. Alis din ako guys, babalik din ako agad. Nagpatawag ng meeting bigla yung kliyente ko. I really have to go. 5 points lang. 5 points lang tayo. Babalik din ako agad. I have to, katapos ko lang mag-ayos ng opisina ko. Kailangan ko na ulit maligo. Ano ba to? Emergency call bigla ang putik. But, kailangan yan guys! Kasi kung wala yun, wala tayong pan-GA. Ganun lang, Governor. Kaya mo lang. Mind space 1. Mind 4 talaga? Oh, hindi ko pa kasi nilalabas lahat ng codes eh. I will fix everything. I will fix everything. Oy, Governor, wag mo pusin yung points mo. May raffle pa ako mamaya. As per advice, I will be streaming until 3 AM mamaya pagkabalik ko galing meeting. So yun, pagkadating ko ng bahay, stream agad ako. So guys, ito 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, paparapol ko na because I really have to go. So, ang nanalo nung emo ni Sun King ay si nanalo si Basticon. Congratulations, Basticon. Sa'yo ang Baron. Basticon, nandyan ka ba? Sagot, pakiklaim. Ayun, nagsalita. Ba, first time manalo ni Basticon. Ayun, nag-claim na. Baron Crown. Congratulations, Basticon. Matatagalan niya matatagalan yung medyo matatagalan ako sa kliyente ko. Tsaka pag nag-stream ako ng sound, kasi naka-simultaneous broadcast ako sa YouTube. Minsan to si YouTube ang sobrang higpit do sa sound, sa copyright. Nakailang email na sa akin ng sinasabi dito, copyright something. Dahil do sa music na pinapatugtog ko. So, ngayon, nag-gather off ako ng mga EDMs, tsaka ng mga music na hindi ako ini-triggered ni YouTube copyright. Pero I think mag-stop na rin ako mag-stream sa YouTube kasi may ata si Twitch. Based ata do sa affiliate agreement niya, I have to stream only on Twitch for 24 to 48 hours. Then after nun, pwede kong i-load na yung videos na nakasave sa YouTube tsaka sa Facebook Live. Weird. Mananalo ka nga rin, Sam. Rent select, nahuli ka ng konti. So, teka. Sino ba yung... So, yun. I have to go na, guys. Teka, wait lang. But before I go, I need to rate someone. Mamaya guys be active kayo mamayang gabi kasi medyo tinotopa ako ngayon at tatagap ko yung affiliate email ko. So guys, thank you for the support. Like, follow, and sub lang po tayo, both Twitch and YouTube, pati sa Facebook. I also set up my page na rin, yung 3rickst0ne lang mismo, hindi yung hindi yung personal account ko sa Facebook. So pwede ko kayong i-add doon or pwede nyo i-like yung mismong page niya.